Hello live wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today we're making some super cute pickleball ornaments. They were inspired by the Wire Lady TV live stream last week where I made pickleball pendants and little figures. Today I'm making a large size with 1.5 millimeter aluminum wire and a little one like on the live stream with the 18 gauge artistic wire. You can adapt these to make any kind of little figures with sports or instruments or hobbies, professions, anything that you like. I'm going to link up some other tutorials below for other little charms that you can add to these figures to make all kinds of different ornaments. I'll also link up the templates for the pickleball jewelry. And without further ado, let's get wired. You can use 18 gauge German style or artistic wire for the small figure and 1.5 millimeter aluminum wire or 16 gauge artistic wire for the larger figure. My tools are the Beadalon Slimline Series chain nose and round nose pliers, their Glimmer Series nipper tool, their nylon jaw pliers, and their bail making pliers. I'm starting with about 12 inches of the 18 gauge wire and I am going to trace the template. I'll link the templates in the description below the video. We'll start by forming the feet and we're going to bend the wire up, put it back on the template, curve the wire around, and form the other foot. With the round nose pliers, we're going to bend the wire around, push it straight up to form the bottom of the leg. Just wiggle it in there. Bend it at the knee. Measure it on the template. Hold it where the knee is. Hold it with the pliers and push. With the wires crisscross, we're going to hold it firmly and twist the wire up the torso about 5 or 6 times. Depends on how tall you want it. Adjust it as you need. Get your round pliers or the bail making pliers to form the head. Bringing the wire around, hold it with the nylon jaw pliers and twist the wire around 1 or 2 times at the neck. Adjust it with the nylon jaw pliers and measure for the arms. Holding it against the template, bend the wire up at the elbow, straighten the wire. I cut my wire a little too long, but better too long than too short. Form the hand, bring the wire around, make a loop for the hand, keep it simple. Same on the other side. Measuring it against the template, or you can measure with a ruler to make it symmetrical. Bend the wire down and around for the hand. On the live stream, I made the racket with the continuation of the body wire. For this one, I'm going to make the racket separate, clip the wires flush for the hands. Pinch it closed so there's no little pokey ends. And we will adjust it so the figure can stand. Curving around that wire and giving the feet a little half turn so they're perpendicular to the stand. Adjust the arms so they're in the right position. And the position will depend on the type of figure you want to make. Maybe you want to make another sport or a musician. And adjust it so it will stand on the table. This takes a little bit of wiggling. From there, I'm going to make a racket. Bring the wire around a 4 millimeter bead. Surround the bead with the wire. can use 22 or 20 gauge wire for the racket. Bend it and form the shape of the racket or paddle, whatever it's called. Bend the wire down and around. Another little bend. Twist the wire around to secure it. Hold it firmly and coil the wire down. Just a couple of times because it doesn't have a long handle. If you're making a tennis racket, make the handle a little longer, clip it, pinch in the pokey ends. Just put that wire into the hand and wind it around a few times so it stays in place and it doesn't wobble around. Give the end a clip. Pinch with the flat nose pliers. And here's your finished figure. Now I'm using the 1.5 millimeter aluminum wire. You can use 16 gauge artistic wire, which is a more firm wire. We are bending it at the halfway point, keeping it curved, and we are going to form the feet together to make it symmetrical. With the round nose pliers, bring the wires around and up, adjust it in, bring the wire out at an angle for the lower leg, hold it at the knees and bend it back. Straighten the wire, open it up and crisscross those wires. The bottom wire will go over the top wire. Make sure they're even. Hold it firmly and twist the wire at an equal angle to get an even twist. Now bend the wires out to the side, curve it around to form the head. You can use a round form for this or free flow it. The aluminum wire is very soft and easy to sculpt. Once you have the head formed, hold it firmly and bring the wire around to form the neck. You can twist it a couple of times. Bring the wire to the side, pinch it with the chain nose pliers, straighten out those wires, adjust the base, adjust the curve so it's even and the figure will stand up nicely. Place it on the table, hold it firmly, and do your adjusting, making sure it stands. Then we're going to do the arms. You can measure them with a ruler if you want. Bring the wire around to form the hand. Bring it right around and straight out. We're going to form the racket with the same wire we've used for the figure. This is an easier way to do it because we won't have to attach it after. Wiggle it around. If you want to be more elaborate, you can make the palette with the UV resin, as I did in the live stream, which I'll link up below in the description. I'm just free-forming this, but you can measure it with a ruler to make it more symmetrical. Hold it firmly with the nylon jaw pliers, wind it around a few times to form the handle. Bring it right around. Flip it over and clip it at the back. Pinch in that little pokey end. Make the other arm down at the shoulder, across at the elbow. Bend it out for the hand at a bit of an angle. Get the round pliers to form the hand. Just a simple circle. Wiggle it around to get it even and centered. Clip that end flush. Pinch it in with the chain nose pliers. Make sure it stands. We will just dangle an 8mm bead for the ball with a head pin. Hold it, bend it out and around. Make sure it's a centered loop. Dangle it on the hand. Close it up. And it stands up. There's the finished figure. You can see the difference in sizes. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook to share pictures of your wire art and wire jewelry. Hop over to the Wire Lady TV channel every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I troubleshoot new ideas for wire art and jewelry, and I welcome your ideas and special requests. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.